Welcome to Fun Python Projects. In this video, we'll be looking at how to make a simple ASCII art generator. ASCII art generator. Okay, first of all, ASCII art is a creative form of digital expression that uses characters from the ASCII being the American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So from the ASCII set, such as letters, numbers, and symbols to represent images, designs, or text-based graphics. By arranging these characters in specific patterns, artists and programmers transform simple text into visual compositions that resemble pictures, logo, or stylized images. You must have seen where people maybe you have a graduating set of students, right? And then all their names are written in such a maybe they are class 25, for instance, and all of their names are arranged to form the shape 25. That's the kind of idea we have for ASCII generator. Okay, popular in the early days of computing and still cherished today, ASCII art bridges the gap between coding and creativity, showing how visual beauty can emerge from the simplest elements of digital text. So this lesson provides functions for converting for converting images to ASCII and rendering big ASCII text banners. So you can convert an image to an ASCII art. So we have quick examples we can run immediately, and we have an interactive UI with IP widgets to upload an image, tweak width, aspect, and invert, and save the ASCII output to a .txt file. So, so in this case, we need dependencies like pillow. Of course, we've worked a lot with images, and we used to be pillow a lot. So we need pillow to work to do some art work like that. To work with images, then we need PyFiglet and IP widgets for the whole interactive thing. So of course, first of all, if this is your first time, you may want to install the PyFiglet. We've used Pillow a couple of times, so we can be sure we have that already. And I think we have widgets too. So we install the PyFiglet, and then we install the PyFiglet and we import every other one in addition to it. So from PIL, we import image, that's the pillow thing now. And then we import PyFiglet, the one we just installed. And then we also import IP widgets that you have here. Then every other thing, IPython.display, pathlib, import import IO and time, which are inbuilt libraries in Python. So in this case, since you're working with, we are generating ASCII art. So we can use image to generate ASCII art and vice versa. All right. So in this case, now we have character rams from that to like, so you have default characters like at, percent, hashtag, asterisk, plus, equals, minus, full colon, full stop, and so on and so forth. And then you have dense characters like dollar, at, b, and and all these plenty things like that. Then you can define the map underscore pixel. So your map pixel to character now. So you have a pixel value, and then you have the characters. So the index, now IDX is so you need integer of this now. Pixel value over 255 multiplied by length of character minus 1. So that should give, so you get the nearest integer value to whatever result you get. Okay, based on the pixel value you have. Then you can return the character's index. Then you can also define another function. Okay, you can define another function called image to ASCII. So you upload an image and you generate an ASCII art from it. So you have img image.image, the width, that's 100. You can change that if you like. Then for characters, then you have string, which is default characters. All these plenty characters we have there. All this, okay, not the plenty one, all this, the few ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. So those ones, that's what we use here. Then you can invert. So you can invert, if you want inversion, you can say true or false. Then you can have aspect correction where float is 0.55, and all of this to string. So you can convert a PIL image to ASCII art string, right? So you want it, you can make it gray. So gray equals img.convert L. So you have the width, you have the height, maximum 1, and then all by the width, and the maximum 1 integer gray dot height times width over gray dot width multiplied by aspect correction, which you have specified here. And you can always change that if you like. So gray now is gray dot resize width by height, like what we have right here. So if there's inversion, right? So if invert, right? So gray is image dot eval gray lambda p 255 minus p. Then you have pixels is equals gray dot get data, and you have the lines. So for y in range h, so you have this row now. So you have this empty power join with join, map pixel to character. Then you have the pixel y star w plus x, the characters for x in range w. Then you have lines append row, right? So you now return and you go to new lines. Now join lines. Then we also have the definition of text to ASCII. All right. So here now you put text and then you generate an ASCII image from the text. So in this case, so you take text in string, you take font in string also, that's standard, and then you return pyfiglet or figlet underscore format, text, font is font, whatever font you can decide. Then you have another function which is show ASCII. So ASCII text and string and BG, that's all those characters. I mean, and these are colors, by the way. And the font size is 12 pixel, I think. Then, or 12. So display monospaced ASCII nicely in output. So HTML is F like this, and you have the div, style, background, BG, color, FG, padding. So you can work with all of this. So I run this now, and you have a display in HTML. So this is getting ready, preparing the ground for what we're going to have next. So in this next place now, we have a text banner. So in this case, we have banner. Banner equals text to ASCII. So text to ASCII, which we defined before. Where is it now? Text to ASCII. Yeah, this now. So you need the text. So here our text is hello EJD and the font is slant. You're going to see different types of font when we get to the interactive part of this. So here now, so I've just applied this text, then it's going to do it in that beautiful ASCII for art, and the font is slant. So show ASCII, you have banner, font size 11px. You can change it if you like. So I just go ahead and run that now. So here you can see how beautiful it's outputs that like some kind of digital thing. So you have hello EJD. I think another kind of font there is, as you're going to discover later, I think there's one called DOOM. Yeah, you see how that looks. What else do we have? Let me see if I can remember any other one. Is there something like 3D? I'm not sure. Let me check that out. You're going to see that pretty soon. Oh, there's nothing like 3D. Okay, so let's go back to the slant we started with. Slant. Okay. So we have this like this. So you have that as a text banner. So you can make it into whatever you like. So what if I say something like hello Emmanuel or hello EJ Dansu? EJ Dansu, you can have that. Or hello Emmanuel. Hello Emmanuel. Jason Dansu. So like this. So you have that coming out this beautifully. Anyhow you like it. So I can make the hell small letters too, like the other one. Yeah, so that goes. Now, the next example, so still based on this code we have here, the next one we are doing image. So we open an image now and we use image to ASCII. So you saw image to ASCII. I think that was the first. Okay, no, it wasn't the first. There's image to ASCII here from line 18. So in this case now you bring in an image and it will convert. So this code will convert the image into ASCII art. Okay, so the image will be called image.open. So the image itself is input.jpg. I mean, that's what we've been using all along for image related projects. Then the art, now you have image to ASCII. The image you have imputed here, the width is 120. The character, you use the default characters. Then you can invert false. Aspect ratio is 0.55. Show ASCII at font size in 10 points. So in this case, I need to upload the input.jpg. So I open this and I go for inputs. I think this is the input.jpg right here. So I'll bring it up. It's telling me to save it somewhere. I have it saved already, so no worries. So I can do this. So now that this has been uploaded, so of course, look at the original image. We've seen it a couple of times. This the original image. All right. But look at see what it looks like in ASCII art. So it's like you have those characters coming together. Let me see. Invert is false, right? What if I say invert is true? So probably to turn the picture upside down. Okay. So this is what it now looks like as invert. So I mean, it may not. It's not properly so clear what it's. I mean, but you can see some. You can see some. The theme of the picture itself running in the background like that. So see that picture is converted to ASCII art now. So let's do the interactive part, which is the most interesting of what we have here right now. So we have interactive UI. So for the widget now we have tab is w.tab, then shared, you have character set, w.drop down. So you want character sets, default balanced, dense, more detail, which is dense. Then you have custom. Then for value now, you have default description is characters. You have custom characters, w-text. So default characters, description is custom. Enter characters, maybe dark to light, like all these ones now. Art, percent, hashtag, asterisk, plus, equals, minus, and all that. Then disabled, true. Layout, you have w.layout width, 100%. So now you have width slider. So width slider is w dot like int slider value 100, minimum of 20, maximum to 40, 2 steps. Description is width. Aspect slider, you also do that for the aspect value 0.55. So you can do the slider to change the values. So minimum is 0.3, maximum is 1.0, and you can move in steps 0.01. And description is the aspect, right? And you have the invert toggle. So you can also toggle the value is false, description invert, icon is adjust. Then you have the render button, that's the button. Description is render. Button style is primary. Icon is play. So you have clear button also. So that's clear stuff. So button style, icon is trash. Save button, you have button. Description, save.txt, button style, and all that for the user interface. So image tab, you have the uploader. So you need to upload an image at this point. So you have w.file upload accept. It will accept an image multiple. It doesn't have to accept multiple images, just one at a time. The description is upload image. So text tab now. So the text input, you have w.text value ASCII, ASCII art rather. Description is text. Layout w.layout with 100%. Font drop down, you have w.drop down. Options standard. So these are the possible font styles we had. We have, like, for instance, I can come back here now and do graffiti for what I did the other time for my name. Like, so instead of slant, I can do graffiti. Graffiti. So something like this. So what else? Let me try one more. Let me try X sans. Okay, X sans. X sans. So this is how this looks like. So I mean, this is using just hashtags to create my name. Hello, Emmanuel Jesse Dansu, like that. So those are the possibilities. So still back here. So you see the fonts drop down: standard, slant, big, banner, 3D, Doom, isometric one, Larry 3D, stop, graffiti, X, and Roman. So the value is standard, description is font. Then you can define enable stroke disable custom characters field. So define on character set changes. Change custom underscore characters or disabled equals change near not equal to custom. Character underscore set is observed. On character set change names is value. Then you have container layouts. Image controls w.vbox. Then you have uploader w.hbox width slider. You have all of these things for container layouts now. So then display tab, you have the whole character thing going, the handlers, you have all of them. So show ASI, please upload an image. That's if you forget to upload an image and all that. So here, we now click on the render button to get some of these things done. So if I run this, for instance, so you see all these things here. So it wants you to upload an image. So I come here, upload the same input image as usual. So I upload it. So once you upload this image now, so the width you can adjust. So let's even run it the way it is. Let's render it. So I render this way. So you see what this looks like here. Then we can even save it as text. So it is saved already. So if you click here, you find You find it in this okay, is he opening something? It's supposed to be a text stuff. We can download, right? Save. Um, it's supposed to. I think it should be. It's probably be a document. Um, okay. I mean, if that's not opening, no problem. So we can adjust, right? We can adjust it. Let's take this to the maximum and take this to the minimum. And then we have the custom thing here. The default is here. So we render. So you see the width has increased because I've taken it to the maximum. So, but I can, let me take it to minimum and see how that looks. So it's smaller now. Okay. It's even too small to be understood. Okay. We have this now. Okay. The aspect has also been reduced, I think. So we have this. So this is another thing entirely. Let's see the invert, how that affects it. So you see now the invert you can see the font more clearly now with the inversion. So the invert changes all the black to white and all the white to black. So this is the original thing. But if you invert it now, okay, the font has been showing all the while. So the blacks change to white and all of these things. Don't forget the original thing. This is what the original thing looks like. The original inputs. So what it looks like. Mm. So you see some kind of interesting image here. So look at that. You can see the shape around here for the ASCII art from the image. So you can walk around this. So we also have text banners, right? So for text banners, we have ASCII art as a text banner, first of all. So you have this ASCII art thing. But again, let me go for my name. Let me do hello, hello, Emmanuel. Je suis un Dansu. So I run this. Okay, see how it comes. This is the standard now. So what if I do slant? I think we've done that before. This is what that looks like. What if I do big? This is what this looks like. What if I do banner 3D? This is what that looks like. So, okay. Emmanuel, okay, in this case now we need to, if I reduce the aspect, is that going to change anything? Okay, it's still the way it is. What if I make it the smallest aspect? Doesn't change anything, okay? Okay, maybe the width can have an effect. If I reduce the width a little bit, doesn't still change anything. Okay, that works. So we just leave it the way it is. So this is the letters are in white. Now if I invert it, it goes to black, I believe. Okay, nothing is changing here. Okay, that's how it is. So yeah. Let me just call it Emmanuel J Dansu so that probably everything can be. Oh, okay. No big deal. Let me just leave it the way it was. Okay. Yeah, I used to have a kind of special name, Ima Jesu. Let's see how this comes. Ah, it's still broken. I didn't want it to break. It's okay. So let me just leave it the way it was here. Okay, like that. So that's banner 3D. What if we want this? Yeah, looks neater. What about we want isometric one? We have, so you see so it's like isometric drawings, like 60 degrees projection or something like that. Remember doing that in introductory technology. Okay, so look at this now. This is Larry 3D. This is lovely. Hello manager and so like this. We can save text, right? That's Larry 3D. What about stop? So yeah, that's cool. We have graffiti. Saw that before. This is what that looks like. We have X sans using hashtag all the way. Lovely too. Then we have Roman, and this is what we have. Okay, broken that too. All right. Okay, so here now we have some CLI helpers. So from ASCII, ASCII from path now. So you give a path, and so string width is 100, inverse is false, aspect is 0.55. Character, the four characters defined before. Image open path, then return image to ASCII. All right. So image box for ASCII. So you have IMG, width is width, character is character, invert, invert, aspect correction is aspect. Example, you have art is ASCII from past. So you input that image we imputed, the width is 120, invert is false. Then show ASCII at font size is 10 points. So we have something like this. Okay. So notes and tips. If the image looks squished or stretched, adjust aspect like to base 0.5 to 0.65 is common for many fonts. Invert helps when your notebook theme or background is dark. So if you have a dark background, you can invert so that white becomes black and black becomes white. For more detail, you can switch to dense characters or craft a custom ramp, which maybe from dark to light. Okay. So with this, I come to the end of this interesting video about how to make simple ASCII art generator. Okay. So you must have been seeing this a lot in some context, but you can actually do it yourself. So that's how this has been. Let me take this back to maybe one of the best I like. Would that be that? No, graffiti is not that beautiful by my reckoning. Will it be Stop or Larry 3D? Okay, Stop is good. I think it's Larry 3D. Yeah, I like this. I really like this. So you can do something like this on your own. Yeah, on this note, we come to the end of this video. Let me know how helpful this is for you. And if there's something else you'd like me to try out, feel free to let me know also. If you have subscribed already, I thank you so much for doing that. If you have not, of course, you want to go ahead and do that right away. All right. So subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can always get alerted anytime a new video is released. Beyond that, you can become a member of this channel by clicking on join, and you can feel 3 levels of membership with special privileges and perks attached to all of that. Ultimately, don't forget to comment, like, and share so that more people can have access to the great content I have going on here. So, like, come your way again. Keep doing Python right. Bye.